first on the Gulf Coast with breaking news and weather. Fox 10 Live starts now.
Senate Democrats were clear. No blank check for a lawless ICE and Border Patrol. This long overdue agreement funds TSA, the Coast Guard, FEMA, CISA.
We're not going to risk not funding the agencies that keep the American people safe.
24 hours in the DHS funding fight. Amid chaos at the nation's airports and pressure from President Donald Trump, the Senate, in a rare overnight session, unanimously voting to fund most Department of Homeland Security agencies. But House Republicans refusing to get on board are putting up their own DHS funding bills, setting up another clash with the Senate and extending the department shutdown. Now, the political stalemate in Washington stalling security lines at most major airports around the country. Travelers left waiting at some TSA checkpoints for 4 or more hours as agents called out sick or quit altogether after going unpaid since the start of the shutdown more than 40 days ago. But even if the legislation clears Congress and is signed by the president, it will take time for TSA to get back to full strength. We want to welcome you into Fox 10 Live on this Friday. It's March 27th. I'm Ashlyn Mitchell. We're so glad you're here and wrapping up your weekend with us. Let's continue our trending discussion. Well, for the first time in American history, a sitting president's name will be on paper currency. The U.S. Treasury made the announcement yesterday, saying it's part of America's 250th birthday celebration. But Treasurer Brandon Beach made it sound more like a tribute to President Trump, writing in part, quote, "The president's mark on history as the architect of America's golden age economic revival is undeniable. Printing his signature on the American currency is not only appropriate, but also well-deserved," end quote. However, the plan is getting pushback from some Democrats who cite a recent pattern of Trump putting his name and image on American institutions, including battleships, the U.S. Institute of Peace, and the Kennedy Center.
This hallowed, amazing institution of the United States closed because Donald Trump royally screwed up when you vandalized it by putting his name on it.
What these rallies are also an opportunity to realize that you are not in the minority when you have those beliefs.
Now, the Treasury is also pushing to put Trump's image on a coin, but federal law prohibits pictures of living presidents on currency. Meanwhile, 3 models of bed rails that are blamed for 2 deaths have been recalled. Here's the information. They are made by Vive Health and were sold by medical supply stores and Amazon. The problem is people can get stuck within the rail or between it and the mattress. In fact, 2 men in their 90s sadly died after becoming trapped. Vive Health's website has the impacted models listed, but not all rails have model numbers or brand labels on them. So if you're looking at your screen now and you think you have one of these items, it's best to contact the company for a possible refund. More than 120,000 of the included models were sold between 2019 and 2025. As the weekend approaches, the 6th annual Boat Show on the Bay is happening this weekend at Battleship Memorial Park. This year's show features around 200 boats, plus electronics, apparel, motors, and anything else you could possibly need to help you get on the water. Dustin Jackson started the boat show after other indoor shows closed during the pandemic, and he says it's grown every year since then. The boat show just opened its doors a couple of hours ago today and runs through Sunday. For more information on hours and how you can get tickets, visit our website. That's fox10tv.com. And also happening right now, car lovers from all over the country are here on the Gulf Coast this weekend for one of the biggest shows of the year. Orange Beach Invasion has become one of the most anticipated car and truck shows in the country, and it's once again back for its 10th year. The event is celebrating 10 years after drawing more than 78,000 people in both 2024 and 2025, and former competitors and their vehicles are back.
I have my 23 Gladiator Miami Jeep theme going on here. She's full lights, speakers, very wild and crazy. It's a good show. It actually means something. You have to be approved to get in this show, so it's not just any random thing. It's a higher class. Good people, good location, good vibes. It's fun.
Yeah, there's so much more happening this weekend, including an after party Saturday night. Then on Sunday, judges will pick the best of the best with an award ceremony. And be sure to get your taste buds ready because the 10th annual Downtown Cajun Cook-Off is back this weekend in Cathedral Square. Fox 10 once again a proud sponsor. We will be among more than 20 tents cooking up your favorite spicy Cajun dishes. The event is tomorrow from 10 until 2 p.m. So please do come out, say hello to us, and try some awesome food. If you didn't buy tickets online, don't worry, you can still get them for $20 at the gate. And all proceeds go to the Child Advocacy Center. We will see you there.
It's been a beautiful Friday here along the Gulf Coast, and this is a look at a free Fox 10 weather app as we do have one alert in place. This is our radar feature on the app, and I do have alerts turned on at the bottom of the screen. We do have one in place, and the one that we have in place is a red flag warning for the entirety of the Fox 10 viewing area. Now, what this means, our conditions are favorable for the possibility of fire weather or fires to start, and if they do start, they are going to spread quickly. Now, this is in place starting on Saturday, but for right now, our weather's looking beautiful outside. Let's take a look at our Eastern Shore Toyota camera network. Beautiful blue skies across the entire Fox 10 viewing area. There's a look at the boat show on the bay there on our battleship camera. People are out and about looking at the boats. Beautiful day outside. Temperatures right now, though, a little bit on the warmer side. A lot of us are in the mid 80s right now. 84 right now in Mobile, 77 in Fairhope, 77 in Pensacola, 85 in Lakesville, 83 in Grove Hill, and 82 over in Evergreen. Temperatures over the next 10 hours are going to continue to be on the warmer side. Then we're going to get into about probably the upper 70s later on this evening. We're going to stay in the 70s until late into the overnight hours when we finally get into the 60s by 10 o'clock tonight. Now, we are preparing for our next front to move through later on tonight. Now, it's not going to bring us much rain. There's a possibility for a lingering shower or two, but for the most part, we're going to be staying dry. Dew points are on the more humid end right now. They will be much drier as we go into tomorrow, but our muggy meter over the next 10 hours are going to be in that a bit humid category. Then that front passes through overnight tonight, and then we'll start to go down in our dew points. So what we're expecting, slightly cooler tonight than what it has been. We've been near about 60 degrees, so about 5 degrees cooler. Can't rule out a passing shower, so there's that 10% chance there. But breezy conditions, so we're not worried about fog because winds will be out of the northwest at 15 miles per hour. But here's a look at our future cast. Clear for the most part for the rest of our Friday. Then around 8:15, we can start to see a little bit of cloud coverage coming up from the north because of those showers in that front. This line right here is that front making its way to the Fox 10 viewing area. It'll pass into the overnight hours, and it could bring a passing shower too. We're not worried about any heavy downpours. These are going to be a light sprinkle, about 10 minutes in duration, and then it'll make its way into the early morning hours, dissipating by about 5 a.m. But one thing I will note, we could see some coastal fog early on tonight, but into the morning hours, we're not going to see any fog like we have been the past couple of nights. But for forecast lows, like I said, we're going to be in the lower 50s in the more inland areas, then near 60 degrees near the coastline. Our weekend forecast, you can see a major difference in our temperatures, about 10 to 12 degrees. Now, the cold front moves through. It's not bringing us colder temperatures per se, but it is bringing us right where we're supposed to be. And with drier conditions, it's going to feel much more pleasant than what it has been over the last week.
Okay, Hannah, every day on the show this week, we have been asking you for your pictures, and people are delivering today.
Oh, okay. I know. I'm excited. I'm already seeing the first one as a sunset.
Yeah, so let's take a look at it right now because you know we love a good sunset here on Fox 10 Live, and not just any sunset. This one was taken in the country, sent into us by Mandy Davis. Look at the purple and pink.
That was the first thing I was going to notice. There was a little bit of that purple hue. That's my favorite part of a sunrise or sunset picture, is the more vibrant colors you get and the difference in the colors as well. Like I said, no sunset or sunrise picture is alike, so that's why we love seeing them so much on the 3 o'clock show.
And I will have to say the sunsets in the country are the best. I'm a little partial to them, but they are beautiful. So thank you, Mandy, for sending that one in. This next one coming from Jody. A foggy Friday, she says, earlier today.
Is that over water? I can't really.
I think it's over water.
I think so, yes. Definitely a foggy start for our Friday and yesterday morning as well. But luckily this weekend, we're not looking at fog to be the possibility. It's just going to be too dry for it, but definitely something we're pretty used to at this point along the Gulf Coast.
For sure. Definitely something to watch out for sure. Glad it's a little more clear over the next few days. Mary Ellen Williams with this one, a seabird on Dauphin Island.
Okay. Do you know what kind of bird that is?
I do not know what kind of bird that is. Our
my
maintenance
bird
guy sitting
knowledge is
near
very
us,
low.
George, do you know what kind of bird this is? He doesn't know.
He doesn't know
George, our
either.
maintenance guy, doesn't know either. Some kind of stork? Maybe? It looks like some kind of
I was going to guess a crane, but, you know, George said both, so maybe we're both right. You know, please educate us. This will be on the website later and probably on Facebook. You guys can grill us in the comments.
I will
It's
say,
okay.
though, some of these birds, if you've been to Dauphin Island, get really close to people. You can get pretty close to them. You don't want to mess with them. Obviously, leave them alone, but take a picture from a safe distance, and they are really magnificent creatures.
They really are.
All right, well, Alan Boniface sent us this one. This is Grayson or Grayson?
I think it's Grayson.
Yeah, definitely. I read that wrong. Grayson is not a word. Grayson is napping. Did you use this one on the catnapping forecast?
I have not, but I did see that one. So if somebody doesn't use it before I do, this will be my next one because, I mean, that is just perfect for the catnap forecast. I wish I was Grayson right now.
Wow, she is full of peace, laying there taking a nice, probably much-deserved nap after a busy week. Right? Jolyn Hoover sent us this one. A dog and a butterfly. Look at them making friends with one another.
That is precious. And also, is that on their hand? So it's the butterfly must be really trusting.
I'm not even going to try to guess what type of butterfly that is.
Monarch, that's all I got.
Okay.
That's the only butterfly I know. I know there's moths. I don't think that's a moth.
I don't think
but
so.
the fact that that butterfly is not moving, the dog must have been really still. Honestly, Stormy to approach things.
Yeah, my dog definitely scares off every single bug, any flying creature that comes his way, but that's a beautiful picture. A wonderful picture for the epitome of spring as we're all getting out and about with our pets. Now, if you want to send in your pictures and you want to see them appear on Fox 10 Live, Hannah, it's really easy for people to do that, right?
Yes, one of the big ways to do so is having the Fox 10 weather app. Of course, you should have it so you can get alerts for your areas, but if you ever take a really cool picture out on a walk or whatever you're doing out and about, you can literally go into the app and submit the picture in 2 easy minutes, and also you can do it on the fox10tv.com. We have a submit your pictures and videos button on there as well.
Okay, we hope to see your pictures then. It is 3:12 on your Friday. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more Fox 10 Live after this.
Committed to you. This is Fox 10 Live.
Welcome back into Fox 10 Live on your Friday today. One 14-year-old's ambition looks a little different than his classmates. And in November, he will be the first candidate under the age of 18 to appear on Vermont's general election ballot.
Dean Roy is running for governor in the state, and you may ask yourself, is he even old enough?
Yeah, it's a big question there. Well, Vermont's constitution does not have a set minimum age for gubernatorial candidates.
The only requirement is to be a state resident for 4 total years.
And the teen created his own third party, the Freedom and Unity Party, leading the way to securing a spot in the general election come November.
And if he wins, he says he'll consider online classes and do his homework at night after he's done with work. So he's prioritizing the people first.
I'm sure he has some great time management skills in order to do this. And we were talking about this a little bit on Fox 10 Midday, but he really might set the tone for other younger candidates to do something similar.
I agree. On social media, obviously, there's a lot of people that I've seen that are, you know, high schoolers or college students or around our age in their 20s who post a lot of political stuff and their knowledge on it. So honestly, maybe this is a step in the right direction to get younger people more involved.
For sure. He's definitely ahead of his years. I'm sure he seems very intelligent and determined and excited to see what happens. Can you imagine, though, if they have
Maybe he'll be president by college.
Honestly, this is a great way to start for sure. So good luck to him. Take a look at this. A humpback whale stranded off Germany's Baltic coast is back in open water.
Interesting. The whale, about 15 tons and 30 feet long, had been stuck on a sandbank for 4 days.
The whale managed to swim out early this morning after a rescue effort involving boats and diggers.
But a couple of hours later, the whale was spotted swimming back towards the same sandbank it had just escaped.
Rescuers have since guided it out to sea again for now. Sometimes you just need a little good push in life, you know?
Exactly. You need some redirection, and that is okay as long as the whale is safe. I'm happy.
That's true, and that is a beautiful whale as well. This is an endangered species, I believe.
think so as well. I'm not 100% sure, but honestly, we should treat all nature like it's endangered. We got to make sure we protect our seas.
We live on the Gulf Coast. We see an array of different sea animals as well, so some good reminders there, and so glad the whale is finally free. Your Netflix subscription, though, will cost you a little more. Some sad news there.
We all know how I feel about this, but the standard subscription with ads just went up to $8.99 a month. $8.99 a month, which is a whole $1 more than what it was.
Wow, ad-free subscriptions are now $2 more a month to $19.99 and $26.99.
The last time the company raised prices was January of 2025.
The price hike comes as Netflix invests heavily in its content, including new ventures into the live event space and even into video podcasts. Hannah, give us your spiel because you're a Netflix user.
Okay, so I'm a Netflix user. I've been a Netflix user since you had to go online and order DVDs via the mail. And then now it's a streaming platform, and I've been through it all. I've been through the price raise. I'm also really upset with their password sharing because I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to use my mommy's Netflix while I can.
I remember that sad change.
And the fact that I got to ask her every 2 weeks to let me into the Netflix really annoys me. But also, the prices keep increasing. The whole point of streaming was it's supposed to be cheaper than TV. Now it's getting to the point where it's just as much.
Right, and this is happening across every platform, it seems, for sure.
It is. But you know what? Before I get heated, let's look at the beach because that'll make me happy. Right now over in Orange Beach, it is currently 81 degrees. We have a southwest wind around 9 miles per hour. Dew points are a little bit closer to that muggy category. But other than that, great beach day out there. This is a look at satellite and radar for the most part. Not much going on our specific end. But one thing I do want to note, a cold front is approaching our area. What is that going to do for us? It's not really going to bring us much rain. We could see maybe a shower or two into the overnight hours, but it's going to be a light sprinkle. But what comes behind it is what's actually going to bring us our red flag warning. Now, yes, we've had fire weather conditions for the past week. We just had the one that happened in Gulf Shores, and it reignited too as well. And this is honestly just going to be a good time to remember to prevent fires from happening, especially tomorrow. We have much drier conditions and breezy conditions as well. So that's why we have that red flag warning in place starting tomorrow, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Critical fire weather conditions due to strong winds and low humidity. So our forecast dew points are going to be well into that dry category. Well, this is for today. I wanted to show you that front passing through and what it does. So we're in that more muggy, close to muggy category for the remainder of our day today. Then we start to dry out into the overnight hours. We'll get into the 30s by tomorrow, and our wind speeds are also going to pick up as that front comes in as well. We're going to have about 15 to 20 mile per hour wind gusts tomorrow, and when wind speeds start to pick up, that's when it'll spread fire as well. But forecast highs way different than what we've been seeing over the last couple of days. We've been in the 80s. We're actually be right where we're supposed to be in the mid 70s. 75 for a high in Mobile tomorrow, 74 in Pensacola, 74 in Evergreen, 70 in Grove Hill, and 73 over in Leakesville. Perfect weather for the downtown Cajun cook-off that is occurring tomorrow. Weather's going to be in the mid 60s by the start of the event, then getting into the 70s by the afternoon with plenty of sunshine. It's going to be a great day for outdoor activities for our Saturday and great weather for Sunday as well.
The Fox 10 Gulfstream TV app is truly your one-stop shop for all things Fox 10 anywhere at any time. And let's take a look exactly what we have going on here. We have our biggest tabs right here, including our weather, the latest on the Iran conflict, which is updated almost daily. And we have several other options for you as well. Let's go and take a look at what this app is all about. Of course, starting with our weather, that's the biggest one. Our team of meteorologists update this on a daily basis. So again, you can get that anywhere and anytime. Our news tab has our very latest stories that we are working on for that day. And then, of course, In Depth with Sarah Wall is a segment our morning anchor Sarah does every single day, Monday through Friday, live at 9 a.m. And you can see a few of the segments that she has been going through lately. Always a really good story there. Our Studio 10 tab, if you're watching Studio 10 in the morning and you see some delicious recipes or events that stick out to you and you want to learn more, these are also available for you at the click of a button. And one of my favorites here, Unwritten Legends of the Gulf Coast, is a very unique segment to us here at Fox 10 News. Our latest segment, Mystics of Time Dragons, gives you a unique exclusive look at some of the floats that were built for the Mardi Gras season. We have a story about a veteran and his passion for flying. And if we scroll down here, one of my favorites, the SS United States coverage of the iconic historical ship that is currently docked in the Mobile Harbor. We give you a look back at that rich history as well. We also have Investigate TV Plus. If you're wanting to learn more about trending topics as well, we have our podcast tab to wrap up today. We have Entrepreneurial Shades of Grey hosted by Danny and Chelsea, and also our Big Friday Kickoff podcast that is put on by Robert and Emily here. Always a great time for those as well. So if you're watching this right now, the Fox 10 Gulfstream TV app is very, very easy to download wherever you are. Let's take a look at your screen and see where you can get it. You can get it on your Apple TV, you can get it on your Roku TV, your Fire TV as well, or by visiting our website, fox10tv.com. Welcome back in. The 2026 Major League Baseball season is officially underway, and the Atlanta Braves return to the diamond tonight. The Braves hoping to get their first win of the season against the Kansas City Royals. You can watch that game starting tonight at 6 o'clock sharp on MeTV, and you can see the specific channel depending on your provider listed there on your screen. I know we have lots of Braves fans here, but for me, go St. Louis Cardinals this season. Hannah, what about you?
I'm a Go Cubs fan as well. Go Cubs Go, the whole song.
I think that's
and
about the only thing we disagree upon.
Yeah, probably.
The Cubs and Cardinals rivalry is historical, for sure.
It honestly is, and we're two Midwestern besties, but I guess baseball season is where
I'll get over it.
we'll have our hurrah. I mean, I already have it with Joe because, you know, the Bears and Packers, and I just discovered he's a Milwaukee Brewers fan, so we got some beef going on with the Midwesterners.
We'll make it through. We hope you have a wonderful Friday, a wonderful weekend. We'll see you on Monday.